Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. And as you can see, we've already started here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Witsel is an interesting character. He won't back down from a challenge thanks to his combative nature, and he's happy to give it to the more capable attacking talent. He'll be looking to assert a physical authority on this game, so yeah, he can be a real force.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Tries to get it forward quickly. Carrasco drives it forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Manchester United have the league's best defensive record. Atletico Madrid have been good here at home, undefeated in the last 5. Chance to break. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And it's Lamar. And here's Griezmann. Deftly done. Now it's Carrasco. Hoists it forward. Defenders on the back foot. Rashford. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. And it's played forward. And now they can launch a counter. Lamar goes looking. Casemiro. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Crossbar! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. So the other team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Out to the left it goes. Rashford goes for the cross. Goalkeeper's ball. Manchester United have a very fine defensive record over recent games. Torreira Carrasco. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And it's Rashford. He's got options out wide.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
Forward it goes. Lamar. And here's Griezmann. Looks to thread it through. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. Manchester United making another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Casemiro. Sancho. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Llorente.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Big chance! So that's it. It is all over. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. We have already started here. So the signal to start the final round of fixtures in part 1 of 2 this season. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
For me, it has to be the magical Angel Di Maria. What I like about him is how he's tailored his game to play in different positions, whether it be central midfield, attacking midfield, or as a winger. And, you know, he can adapt to whatever's required.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. It's found its way to him. Sancho goes for a sweeping cross. Chiesa, who on his last outing poked in a cross to give his side a late lead. He's picked him out. He's got Di Maria! Goal! Juventus! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring, a textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So we have our breakthrough.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Van der Beek. It's gone for a throw-in. Beautifully done. Looking for a decent ball in. Bonucci is there to heave it away. Trippier turns and goes back. In by Trippier. And back out it comes. And it's Eriksen. Foot in. That's a throw. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pogba. It's Pogba! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Di Maria, a scorer already in the game. Rabiot. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester United don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Cleared without complication. Juventus get it back again. Chiesa. Alexandro. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Keeps everyone guessing. Can he deliver? Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
That needed to end with efficiency and incision, and we got neither.
And it's Di Maria. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Played in by De Sciglio. Goalkeeper's ball.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Yeah, nobody's going to argue with that. And it's been taken straight back. Alexandro. Oh, that's neat. Pogba. It's anyone's ball. Alexandro delivers.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Rabiot. And it's Di Maria. Danger averted for now. Juventus have it back and they can go again. Pogba. Chiesa. Pogba. Had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that is truly disappointing. It is a results business, and this result is worth nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It's just a bad...
Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. As you can see, we've already started here. The start of this match marks the beginning of the second half of the campaign. Paris Saint-Germain are the league's top scorers, formidable in front of goal. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. A spectacular effort! Well, that is rather wayward.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Paris Saint-Germain are on a good run here at home, unbeaten in the last 5. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Beautifully done. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Plenty waiting in the middle. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Plays it out to the wing. A buccaneering run from the defender. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior plays it forward. First 45 minutes are up. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're off again.
Manchester United can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Tries to dink it in.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Renato Sanchez.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Manchester United looking to put things right here following... And Messi! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Messi is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
It's quite a run, and he's not done yet. Ramos shows the will to win the ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Lindelof. Trippier switches it towards the other side. And it's Rashford. Ibrahimovic. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Van der Beek. Casemiro. Back to the keeper and try something new. Lindelof. Trippier. Casemiro goes looking. Marco Verratti. And here's Neymar. Neymar. He's had a go!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's found his man. Rashford. Here's the chance to cross. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Manchester United can always take...
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. The action has already started. And the counter is on. Rashford. Casemiro gets it back. And it's Rashford. Gets good distance on it. Manchester United have it back and they can go again. Hakimi.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He's got options out wide. And he just whacks it away. Vicious little by way of goalmouth action yet. Has a go! Shooting chance! Oh, didn't catch it right.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Hakimi. Well, that's where he wants it. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Well, the action has already resumed here.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Has a hit! And the ball's come out! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
PSV have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decisions. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Manchester United keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Plays it out to the wing. Hakimi. He's in, surely! And the defence can get it clear. Rashford. Oh, that had to be more accurate. And here's Ibrahimovic. Forward it goes.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
Makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Gets into some space. Oh, shooting chance! And he heaves it forward.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And that is that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all. Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. We have already started here. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Across the field it goes. And it's Rashford. Out to the right. Done very well to intervene.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
Pjanic finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Barcelona seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he's thick-skinned.
Barcelona do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. No goals as yet. There will be a throw-in. Roberto. Dembele. Roberto. Pjanic. Roberto. And we hit half-time, so both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Manchester United have been mighty impressive in defence just recently. Plays it over to the other flank. And it's Rashford. Good clearance and very necessary. Manchester United have it back and they can go again. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
Manchester United are making a change now. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Barcelona are having to deal not just with their opponents, but also with a congested fixture list. It's at times like this when depth of resources becomes so important.
And it's a time when the squad is called upon to help keep everything ticking over. That's why we see the bigger squads these days for weeks like this.
Manchester United making consecutive changes here. Jordi Alba plays it forward. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Dembele, he's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Over to the left, looks to set one up. Has gone out. So here comes a substitution.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
That is terrific skill.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Played out to the right. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Jordi Alba. Forward it goes. Hakimi can... And the referee brings it to a close. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they did.
So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. We have already started here. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season.
Chilwell.
Hoists it forward.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Shaw. That's gone a long way up and away. That'll be a throw. Van der Beek. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Vinicius Junior. Floats one over. And that's been levered clear. Koulibaly is there to heave it away. There are a few waiting for it. Van der Beek. Goes for goal! And the ball's come out! Koulibaly gets good distance on it. And it's Shaw. Now surely! Cleared without complication. Here it is now, hits one! Oh, great save, real class.
Martial is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Played it short. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So we reached the halfway point.
Manchester United really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're already into the second period.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
He gets past his man. Short Van der Beek! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And it's played forward.
Chilwell.
Still nothing to reflect upon in terms of goals here. It is 0-0. Conte. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Chance to break. Van der Beek plays it forward. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. It's going to be a double change then. Kante with the slide tackle there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now the counter. That's a throw. And it's Rashford. And he has been fouled there. Played back in. Casemiro, Van der Beek, Kante gets his foot in there, looks to clip it forward, away from immediate danger. Varane goes looking. Van der Beek decides to play it back. It's Casemiro. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Koulibaly. And that is that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Lindelof. Van der Beek. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Mats Hummels. Manchester United were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Lindelof. Forward it goes. Hakimi. Borussia Dortmund were quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Great run on the overlap here. Gets the better of his man. Tries to get it clear. He's found his man. He's had a goal! They've scored! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Clears it out of harm's way. Now a chance to break. Royce tries lifting it over. Tries his luck. Hits off target and by quite a way. He's got through. Danger averted for now, and it's been taken straight back. Needless to say, and that'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Manchester United don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Dahoud. And it's got through.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Defence has got rid of that. Borussia Dortmund get it back again. Chan. And it's Royce. He's had a look. Has a goal! It's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Borussia Dortmund get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Rashford. And that's been levered clear. Has a hit! It's a goal!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
It's a promising ball. Has a pop! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
The changes then in quick succession. So with his loan spell over, he is back and ready to try and make an impression here once more. Yeah, it's been intercepted and that will come to nothing.
Manchester United are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Dahoud. Drives it towards the front.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Dahoud. There will be 4 extra minutes. And the through ball is intercepted. And there there goes the final whistle. It has ended in disappointment, defeats and back to the drawing board. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Manchester United just didn't have enough time, Peter, to correct their many problems in this match. Now for some training ground graft.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.